is Sammy, and today we're going to break down and reconstruct Judas by Lady Gaga, and it's going to sound like this. Judas was written and produced by Red One and Lady Gaga and was the second single of her second studio album, Born This Way. It was released in 2011 and was the follow-up to her iconic debut album, The Fame, and The Fame Monster. Today, we're breaking down this pop classic into all of its key parts: the drums, bass, synths, effects, and of course the unmistakable vocals of Lady Gaga. If you love pop hits and want to learn more about your favourite artists, you are in the right place. Firstly, let's get into the drums. Far out, those drums were ruthless. There was a bit more there than I thought, but it feels like you've just been hit by a bulldozer. I kind of wish we had like the full individual tracks for this, because that would be fascinating to really dive into all of those sounds, but yeesh, even that was just ridiculous. All right, while we're recovering, let's jump over to the bass, and then we'll put those back with the drums, which will sort of give us the foundation of the song. Okay, that sounds like you've been hit by a bulldozer. I love how many different sounds they've got there, and like there's obviously more than just the one synth bass. There's sort of like a sub bass that comes in and a few different layers there. I'm always scared to put the bass and drums together. That would be like being hit by two bulldozers. But you know, we must, so prepare your ears. That is like Halloween just dialed up to 11, or like 2,000 million. Epic doesn't even begin to describe how good this is, and like we're literally just getting started. We still have the synths, effects, all of Gaga's lead vocal, then all of her background vocals. As they say, we are eating good today. All right, let's keep building. We're going to get into the synths. Geez, that juxtaposition between the verses and the pre-chorus and the chorus, and then you just go back to that crazy synth on the verses again, and then the bridge, and then the outro. You go from like in the trenches to like floating on air and just thrown back into it again. The way they're layered is just beautiful. Okay, let's just combine all of those incredible synth parts with the synth bass that we heard previously. The way the Red One has just laid all of those synths horizontally and vertically is just next level genius and talent, and it's just a otherworldly. Oh, wow. In particular, combining those two tracks, the synths and then the bass, like we just did, really shows how important the bass is to some of these songs. Okay, we'll touch on Red One and Gaga again in just a second, but let's just quickly look at these effects and yeah, we'll be back. Okay, now that was quick, but I just wanted to show you that quickly because like adding effects like this really is the cherry on top and is one of the last things that the production team would do sort of in the process. Adding these effects as well gives the song a nice tension and sort of points the listener in the direction or like the mood they should be feeling. So there'll be like a riser that comes up or a manic shock that sort of drops down. It almost foreshadows like what's about to come. And now that you've heard those parts by themselves, when we put the song together at the end, definitely keep an ear out because you'll start to notice them. But to put the song back together, we are gonna need some vocals. Let's get into Lady Gaga's lead.
When he calls to me, I am ready. I wash his feet with my hair if he needs. Forgive him when his tongue lies to his brain. Even after 3 times he betrays me. I'll bring him down, down. A king with no crown, king with no crown. I'm just a holy fool, baby. It's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool, baby. It's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. Oh, 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 I'm in love with Judas, Judas. Oh, 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 I'm in love with Judas.
Oh my god. We need to do more Gaga songs. Those vocals are just ridiculous. It's also interesting there's a lot of sort of processing and a stereo sound on the verses, but not on the pre-chorus or the chorus. And like that's just like a solo lead track down the middle. I can't quite tell if she recorded doubles for the verses and they're all just on the same track, or she double tracked it later on, sort of like how the Beatles would do to give it a thicker sound. I mean, either way, it sounds epic. Okay, let's hear the bridge and then the isolated effects that go with the chorus.
In the most biblical sense, I am beyond repentance. Fame hooker, prostitute, wench vomits her mind. But in the cultural sense, I just speak in future tense. Judas kissed me if offense to wear air condom next time. I wanna love you, but something's pulling me away from you. Jesus is my virtue, and Judas is the demon I cling to.
Crack, that's cool.
I cling to just a holy fool, baby. It's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool, baby. It's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. Oh, 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 I'm in love with Judas, Judas. Oh, 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 I'm in love with Judas, Judas.
That is So good. As you'd expect from Gaga, but come on. Okay, let's hear the backgrounds and then we'll combine them all together.
I'll bring 'em down, bring 'em down, down. A king with no crown, king with no crown. I'm just a holy fool, oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool, oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. Oh, I'm in love with Judas, Judas. Oh, I'm in love with Judas, Judas. Judas, 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 Gaga.
Okay, the bridge.
In the most biblical sense, I am beyond repentance. Fame hooker, prostitute, wench, vomits her mind. But in the cultural sense, I just speak in future tense. Judas kiss me if offense to wear hair condom next time.
Wanna love you from you. Jesus is my virtue.
Okay, that was a bit too good. And it's gonna get even better. Let's put all three of those tracks together and see how we're sounding.
I'm just a holy fool, oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool, oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. Oh, I'm in love with Judas, Judas. Oh, I'm in love with Judas, Judas.
Honestly, lost for words. Those harmonies on the chorus in particular are just absolutely mind-blowing. And the high vocals that come in on the bridge are just... I was going to say this before, but I think it's like so obvious to me now. This song has like 50 different songs inside of it. Every 8 bars, it turns into a totally new song. And it's awesome. Between Born This Way and The Fame Monster, Lady Gaga and Red One's like carried the pop music industry for a good 10 years. Along with like Blackout by Britney as well. All of those records have aged insanely well in my opinion. Okay, so we've broken down all of the elements that went into making this absolute banger. Now it's time to go through piece by piece and put the entire song back together. Judas by Lady Gaga. Let's do it.
Judas, 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 Gaga.
But in the cultural sense, I just speak in future tense. Judas kiss me if offense, to where ear comes the next time.
Oh man. Okay, now for the best part of the video, we're going to completely strip it back and hit the last part of Judas how you've never heard it before. Also, if you want to see more Gaga videos like this, because she has got a lot of hits, make sure to like and subscribe because I will definitely be going through the rest of her songs. Okay, let's do this.
I wanna love you, but something's pulling me away from you. Jesus is my virtue, and Judas is the demon I cling to. I cling to just a holy fool, baby. It's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool, baby. It's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. Oh, in love with Judas, Judas. Oh, in love with Judas, Judas. Judas, 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 Gaga.
And that was Judas by Lady Gaga. I would love to know what you guys think, and if you have any Lady Gaga requests, let me know in the comments. Oh, and if you want more videos, make sure to get subscribed. Alright, I love you and I will see you next time.